This is episode number 2 of Omegacast, a podcast about nerdy shit hosted by two fucking losers. We are your hosts.
Oh, hey.
I'm Jeremy.
And I'm Alex.
And we are going to bullshit about Blizzcon today. We wanted to record this on Sunday, but obviously we were both extremely busy with our exciting lives to do that.
Mega exciting, one might even say.
Oh, yeah? What did you do this weekend that we couldn't record? I don't remember.
Stuff and things.
Stuff and things. Nice.
Probably largely revolving around some kind of game of sorts. The time change,
Oh, yeah, the time change that happened on Sunday night, right?
I don't know when it happened. All I know is, God, I feel like Sunday took forever to get through.
It definitely did. Dude, I hate getting home from work now, and it's fucking dark. Does that happen with you as well?
I don't even leave the office, and it is dark.
Wait, what? You leave?
Yeah,
you
dude.
don't see the sun at all now?
I mean, it's there when I wake up. I mean, you act like I'm in a cubicle, but no, man, we got the big open rooms.
Okay. I mean, we got an open room, but I'm by the one window in the office, so it's like super. I don't know. It's nice, but I get like a glare in the afternoon off the back window. Literally only one.
Remember they have the glare. I don't know. Our rooms are honestly, everyone in our room hates light, so we always have the lights off. But there's one person in our room that comes in, you can always tell when she gets there because she flips on the lights.
Oh God.
But so our room is 5 people, and the room next to us is also 5 people. But we don't have our own switches for the rooms.
Oh,
and the
so
lights are tied.
shared?
Yeah. So yeah, there's 2 switches that'll flip on 2 different sets of lights, right? And one switch will flip on some of the lights in our room and some of the lights in the other room, and the other light does the rest of the lights in our room and the rest of the lights in the other room.
Jesus, that's a nightmare.
And the other room also likes their lights off. So she ruins it literally for 2 rooms.
Oh my God, dude. So we used to be like that where it was like, oh, they don't care. We can just have the lights off, and well, they were halogen lights, the super shitty ones. But now it was like, well, they got in those LED ones that reflect off the top, like the dome ones. So it's not super bright, get the flicker or the eye strain. So it's super nice. But they're like, well, we got these new lights for you, so fuck you. You're keeping them on all the time.
There's some of the long rod lights. I think those are the ones you were talking about, right? Like the iridescent
Yeah, we don't have those anymore. They replaced those with the LED ones.
There's sets of those in our room, and then we also have the tin can lights as well that are kind of up against the wall almost, so they'll be behind our monitors.
Those are okay though. I don't mind
those ones aren't too bad when they're on.
Oh,
but
man.
we fell swoop get them both.
So BlizzCon.
What were your first impressions?
So I missed the Diablo, or most of the Diablo thing, but I went back and rewatched it. Overwatch, so in order, Diablo 4 looks good if it has that Lost Ark feel to it.
Very a light, almost MMO.
Yeah,
game.
like a kind of like an Albion Online, but not as sandboxy, because that game is fucking amazing. So that mix of games looks like if that's what it's going to be, I'm really excited for it. But that was my first impression of Diablo 4, because I assumed that they were going that direction anyway. That seems to be what people wanted. Then Overwatch 2. Are we just gonna keep going, or what?
You can go for it, man. Give me the impressions.
All right. And then I think Hearthstone was up next, and I really don't give a shit about Hearthstone. They had the auto battler, which I might try, but right now it's in early access for the minimum price of $50. I know you fucking hate auto battlers. Are you gonna buy into the new season
of
Hearthstone?
No.
The new cards? No.
That game for me at this point is when I am in the bathroom taking a big old American dump. That is when that game even gets thought about.
Yeah, because Magic Arena doesn't have mobile, right?
Sadly, no. I don't think that game could be played on mobile. There's just too many interactions.
Probably. It'd be super tough.
Where Hearthstone, you can only play stuff on your turn. Magic can play stuff on anyone's turn.
Yeah, or in between events, Yeah, it's
Hmm.
super weird.
You can respond to spells and like creatures coming out. Like, yeah, it's great.
So there's that, and then so Hearthstone very meh. I'm not super, not super big on it. The WoW expansion, um, they're it looks good. From all the deep
The
dive
trailer looked
stuff,
good.
the trailer did look good. I'm kind of mad that they're just like, oh, there always has to be a Lich King. Oh, you know what? Fuck you. There doesn't have to be a Lich King anymore. You know, like she's
So long as it
taking.
gets like seriously, since I don't even know which expansion she started becoming like the boss, but Jesus, she gets like 200,000 like power levels each expansion.
Yeah,
That's
it's
crazy.
insane. Like, when are we gonna fight? Did we fight and kill her at all? Like,
No, I
no.
don't think so.
Okay.
I haven't
I
done any of the new retail raids. There's like 2 or 3 tiers that I missed.
holy shit. Me too. Then I missed more than you, I think.
So we finished Uldir, but we didn't do anything after that.
Okay. Yeah, I don't even know who that is or or where
It
they.
was it was the first raid they had in the
Oh,
expansion.
BFA.
Yeah.
Okay. And what else was there? Oh, Overwatch 2. That
Hmm.
I thought so Overwatch 2, if the engine is like way more optimized than Overwatch 1's engine is, I'm down for it.
Are you
Because
sure it's a new engine?
it's an optimized engine. I don't know if it's 100% a new engine, but they
Because I
said
don't
it's
think I can't even imagine the logistics of having to code the game in a way that people on Overwatch 1 on a different engine can also play the game. People on
that's
Overwatch 2 on a different engine.
right. So, but I think the way that the engine for Overwatch 1 was coded, it didn't support good PvE content, I believe. I heard this somewhere, and
Hmm.
I can't even cite the source, so I could be just bullshitting. But like that's why they were like, oh, we have to remake it for Overwatch 2 so that we can have all this PvE content. Oh, and by the way, since it's kind of the same engine, we'll just link it up. I have a feeling it's how like the classic engine and the live engine are the same, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Only so I think it's something like that. I could be wrong, but the PvE content, meh, I don't really care about. And since it has feature parity, I probably won't even buy Overwatch 2 unless the PvE is super fun. I can't imagine it, it is, you know, given like the PvE content that was in Overwatch
If
1.
it is $60, Blizzard can eat a giant fat penis,
Yeah,
and
that's
I'm not
exactly how I feel.
buying that game. But if they're reasonable,
Like,
consider
what
it.
would you pay for it? Like $30? Even 40?
40 would definitely be pushing it. 30 is probably more in line with what that game is so far going to deliver.
Yeah,
Maybe there's
especially.
something that they haven't announced yet that's going to be coming with it that could sway that opinion, but from what was shown and what is available to us now, it's that my God, the greed if they go for $60 on that one.
I have a bad feeling they're going to. I really
Yeah.
do.
With
Because,
how it's been going lately.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, man hours are still man hours, right? Like, if
Hmm.
it was as much work as, like, actually making a new engine or shit like that, as it is, I could see them charging $60 for it. I don't know how many people are going to pay $60 for it, especially since the competitive part of it is going to be, like, you can just stay on one and just be as
Yeah.
competitive.
Very true. I think
So,
my initial opinions of everything was the cinematics looked fucking great.
dude, they did. Even the the Hearthstone one made me fucking laugh, dude. The song.
Yeah, that song was catchy, man. It was stuck in my head for a couple hours. I'm not gonna lie. No shame here.
Oh god. Yeah, no, it was.
Um, for the games though, Diablo 4 had to take the cake for me.
Oh yeah. 100%. Uh that's it. Diablo 4. Like I'm super excited for it, and I'm sad it's not going to be out until what, December, like 2021, or do they
Did
even
they
have a
even release
date?
a
I don't
date?
even
I'm
think
not
they
sure.
did. No. Let's see, date. I will be getting quarterly progress updates starting in 2020. Fuck, dude. So that means like
Uh,
2022. They're gonna
on
start
the on the
what?
website I have pulled up here, I just went ahead and just searched for release on the page. and we got release date, and it says not even Blizzard soon.
Oh my god, dude.
10 out of 10. Whoever wrote this, it's from Icy Veins. This great choice of words right there.
Oh man. So what do you think? Did you take a look at any of the the deep dive on this, like the non-linear campaign and open shared world and shit like that? Did you look at Diablo 4?
Very little. Most of what I've seen so far is a few of the streamers who were at BlizzCon that actually had the chance to go in and play what they had readily available there.
Mm-hmm.
Aside from that, I haven't seen other than like what was released kind of like at opening ceremonies.
Yeah, I think I saw some footage of it, but it was like them leveling. So like, none of that footage is ever exciting, Like, oh look, it looks like D3 but like better animations and higher quality, Like all the textures looked updated and shit. It's like, but that early Diablo 3 combat is so fucking boring. It's like auto, whirlwind, rend, auto. Okay.
The thing
right.
I noticed immediately about Diablo, it just felt slower.
What, the
a lot
new
of
one?
the, yeah. It looked and felt just like everything was slowed down a lot.
Well, I mean,
Diablo 3 now is ridiculous.
Yeah, but that pre-Paragon though, before you have items and stuff, that's slow, man. You
It's
forget like the
2
leveling.
hours to 70 on
If
like
you
a
get
new
carried,
season.
isn't it?
No.
See, I
Like,
always
right
get carried,
away.
so I don't fucking know, dude.
Like, it is no time whatsoever to hit that first level.
Really?
And usually by the
Okay.
time you hit 70, because I don't know, anything before that, it just doesn't matter.
Oh, this is weird. So it says here Diablo 4 is going to have max level of 40, and there will be level scaling. Huh.
I don't like level scaling.
I'm not big on it either, honestly. In a party, the game will scale to the party leader's level. Okay, so, I mean, that's weird. I don't know how are they going to scale XP.
Towards, like, WoW. I really hated like the mob scaling in WoW.
Yeah, because you never feel stronger.
You got stronger.
Yep,
yeah,
exactly, dude. But they did just say, I just read somewhere where they like, oh, we still want you to feel strong. I just read that. Where was it? But yeah, they're like, oh, well, while you're leveling, we still want you to feel strong. So, I mean, maybe it'll like the scaling will make sense. God damn it, cat!
I even heard that one. What did they get into?
I don't know. I actually have no idea.
Monk S.
Whatever, it's fine.
Figure it out in a couple days.
It's nothing that's like critical. It's just boxes or something.
Mm-hmm.
It says that they're gonna have what is it? Like the sets aren't gonna be as strong as D3. So legendaries and mythic items are gonna be like mythics are gonna be the best items in the game. Which not sure how to feel about it. Oh well,
another arbitrary name for gear. I don't know.
Yeah, you mean
the basics, and I'm good. Just make the uniques good.
Yeah, I mean, so what they have with mythics, it says you can only equip one, and they have 4 legendary affixes. It says unclear whether they have existing legendary powers or unique mythic only ones. So, I don't want it to be random. If you get a mythic like piece, I want those things, whether they roll high or low is fine, but whatever the affixes are, they should be static, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Like this item comes with weapon mastery, cut to the bone talent, and critical strike chance, like, and another one, but like those should be 100% static, and if they're not, I'm gonna be fucking pissed.
Time will tell, I suppose.
Right.
The thing I really liked was how dark everything was with the new Diablo.
Dude, the intro was like, I was getting fucking chills watching it. It was like, this is some like Satan level shit, dude.
Oh,
yeah,
man, that was so good.
Like they're just gonna have a summoning circle real quick and like pull these dudes' blood out into a net, and then what the fuck, like. Yeah. Spoiler alert if you haven't fucking seen it.
If you haven't seen the cinematic yet,
yeah, I mean,
probably want to check that out.
You're probably not a fan of Blizzard games. Did you see anything about the rune words? What the hell those are?
Did you play Diablo 2 at all?
I didn't, so that's why they said they brought it back. So I'm assuming you'd have some
Oh.
input on that. I don't know what that is.
So there are these runes that'll drop, and in Diablo 2 there was 30 something different runes. And each one of them did something different depending on what you like the different gear that like you socketed it into. But the thing that was cool is if you found like a chest piece, right? And it had 3 open sockets. And in those sockets, you first put a jaw, and then an if, and then a burr. It would make a rune word called Enigma. And that son of a bitch was crazy. So it became a game of trying to collect all of these runes, and then the main currency in the game then became runes. That's all anyone cared about.
Okay.
But they're a lot of fun. I think Enigma was a chess piece that just lets you teleport. It gave any class the teleport ability.
So that's gonna be like that adds skills to your class, pretty much. Is that like?
Yep.
Okay.
That not necessarily skills. They all did very different things. That was like one specific rune word out of 50.
Okay. That seems pretty good, I guess. They're not doing an auction house. Primary source of items should be killing monsters. 3 types of items.
I hope you can just trade with your friends and not necessarily have that 2-hour window that they have in Diablo 3.
If an item drops for you, only you will see it. If you drop an item, only those who in your party will see it. So, probably the same thing.
We'll see if there's a cooldown on how long you can trade it for.
Tradable all the time. Consumables, crafting mats, tradable once and then bound, and non-tradable. No, so there will be non-tradable items.
Cool, you could trade it once and then it's bound to you. I actually don't mind that.
Oh, so that people can't just, like how we do, and just pass around gear. Like, oh, I'm done with this. It's in the guild stash or whatever, like in PoE.
Yeah, like in PoE. Yeah.
Yep.
I actually kind of like that. You find something cool, you're like, oh man, this is really sweet. And you trade it off, but then like that person then can't then flip it.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. Oh, yeah, because if it's bound, they can't just use it and then be like, oh, well, nobody's going to remember this piece and then sell it.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Can't say I've ever done that in PoE when we played.
No pro like Nags.
Nags, if you're listening, I miss you. You think he actually... I gotta actually just post this to him so he actually listens to it.
Oh yeah, just send it to him. A little shout out to him.
Crafting... What's that?
What was after Diablo? I don't remember.
Was it... See, I've got it pulled up. I'm gonna mute the video though and skim through this. There's Diablo. Dude talking. What that is? Oh, they dig into WoW, I think, next. Yeah.
All Shadowlands, huh?
Yeah, that's cinematic. They showed a little bit of the gameplay. Where did my deep dive document? Everything we know about WoW expansion. There's covenants. There's new abilities with it. Is this gonna be like Scryers and Aldor, you think?
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's gonna have to be, right?
Mm-hmm. There's no way it isn't. I mean, they're gonna try and, I think, emulate a lot of systems that were really revered and well liked from previous expansions.
The ones that we actually liked.
Oh, I know, right?
What an idea.
It's not too Warforging or Titan Forging.
Oh my god, dude, yeah. No, so aren't they doing something like called corruption or something like that?
It's so yeah, they're removing Warforging and Titan Forging, so that's very exciting, right? But they're adding a system to it that is far more complex and has even like deeper layers of RNG built into it.
Dude, so everything seems good but that. Like the leveling changes that they're doing, they're just switching it back from 1 to 60. Every level should unlock something. Faster level from 1 to 60, 10 through 50. You pick any expansion. That's pretty awesome. I don't have to deal with any of the fucking Panda and Beyond bullshit that they tried to throw on us. Amazing.
Yeah, you hit, there's like a starting zone that's like level 1 to 10. I think the big thing that a lot of people didn't like was there was no almost like feedback on how you were doing while you were leveling.
What do you mean?
And you go through, you go through so many different like expansions where they had these systems that you kind of like touch, but and then just immediately move on.
Oh, so do you think that we're actually gonna even touch those?
Maybe I don't think so. But we'll see.
So for
And then
example, like if you did like the Garrison one, like whatever expansion that's in, would they even allow you to do the Garrison missions, or would it just be set up and then you start from there? You don't have any interaction with that shit because that was a whole expansion's worth of end game. I'm bored shit, you know?
that was an entire raid tier
Right?
of
Yeah.
development. Come
Oh
on, man.
God, dude, it was shit. It was
Did
absolute
you ever
shit.
go and see there's a grave at I think it was the Horde. It might have even been on the Alliance too. But there was like a graveyard in your garrison, and in the graveyard was Ray D tier,
What is? Oh God.
raid tier.
Oh no, I didn't know that.
Yeah, very sad.
Holy
Found
shit.
that while exploring.
Uh,
It's gonna be interesting, but I don't know. Someone pointed this out to me, like for the Warlords of Draenor release trailer.
hmm,
It was pretty much they showed you the garrisons and a new zone. That was it.
that's true.
And do you know what we saw with this one? A new zone and a new leveling system. That was it.
And that's it.
No cool weapon, like no cool like Heart of Azeroth, not cool, but
Did
Heart
you
of
like?
Azeroth thing, like
Did you like Warlords of Draenor?
hmm?
Is that is that what you're getting at? Like they're
Eh.
gonna release a good expansion? What are you getting at here?
It seems like every other expansion is good for Blizzard, right? Because
Yeah.
Warlord sucked. A lot of people really liked Mists. I never really played in it. Apparently, the raids in Mists were very good.
The PvP was, from what I remember, it was good in Mists. I remember that's when Battlegrounds were still fun, at least
Prior to
for
Mists was
me.
Kata. That sucked. Prior
Wait,
to
well,
Kata was Wrath, and that's many people's favorite. TBC
I liked
was the
Kata.
first three were really good, I think.
I honestly did like Kata. I liked Wrath and BC a lot. I played a lot of BC, but I think Kata I PvP'd the most in. I don't know. I could be wrong.
Seems like the recent trend is like every other expansion is good. BFA flopped horribly.
Yeah.
So this is this is supposed to be the good expansion. So, but I don't know, man. They just like
Well,
didn't really show a lot. I felt like.
I think it's just gonna feel good. So like they didn't show a lot at the beginning, right? But like in this deep dive, like in this Reddit thread that I'm looking at, you have that one? You don't have that one. In this Reddit thread that I'm looking at right now, it's like they're bringing class philanthropy back, I guess is what they're calling it. Classes are gonna have there's auras for paladins, totems are coming back, poisons are now class wide for rogues. Warlocks are getting their curses back. I think they're just bringing back a lot more abilities instead of like dumbing it down like they did.
Wow,
So
they're making the classes not be the
classes
same
again.
class. Yeah,
Yeah,
they're actually making classes.
yeah. Yeah, dude. Fucking Shattering Throws coming back. Kill Shot's coming back. Ritual of Doom, Challenging Shout, Eyes of the Beast. Dude, KFC's coming back, baby. I'm gonna 3v3 again.
I wonder if we're gonna have the old talent systems back prior to I think they really shit the bed in the end of the end of Mop going into Warlords. They just
That's when they added like
gutted everything.
the ability, like, right? It was
Yeah.
the ability talents pretty much. It was like, oh hey, you hit level 10. Here's an ability. Now you don't get anything special until level what, 30, 35, whatever it was.
I don't know. That's how it is now. I feel like.
Yeah, it's bullshit. It's boring. So I mean, if you were to get, specific things every level, that'd be great. It'd be wonderful to have that back, like the old school talent trees. I don't know. They mentioned nothing of PvP, so I mean, they never really do. They didn't mention any battlegrounds or anything either, did they?
There still seems to be nothing Like they're adding a new zone with new areas, which is cool. They're fixing the classes, which is cool. They're revamping the leveling system, but like
How often do we level?
there's nothing else, you know? There's like so far there's just like nothing else to it.
Yeah, there's that. Well, I mean, they talked a little bit about the end game zones, but like, yeah. Like,
This one, like on the
oh, there's the
release, like
tower. There's that one
there's a
tower.
there's a big war campaign that was gonna be coming with like BFA and stuff like that. If like it was it sucked, but it was a big part of the system. There's gonna be this huge like there's the war mode that came with BFA, and there's all sorts of these new systems and new shit that they added other than just like a new zone.
Yeah, this doesn't feel like that at all.
It just feels like there's not a whole lot of like new like the new shiny things like they're just kind of missing.
Yeah, I think that's just like this is a Band-Aid. This is a Band-Aid expansion, right?
Mm-hmm.
They're like, we're sorry we fucked up BFA so bad. We're sorry we ruined your game. Here's us making up for it because we see how well or how much you guys liked fucking Classic. Like here's us fixing the current game. So please come back and play our new content. Our devs are sad. That's what it sounds like to me. Which, hey, I'm fine. I like the new engine on on retail. Like it feels good to play. It's like the combat and stuff. It feels a lot more fluid than Classic does, even though Classic's on the new engine, which is better, like a lot better than the fucking private servers, that's for sure.
Yes. The big dedicated servers that Blizzard have for them too is a godsend sometimes.
I mean, as dedicated as waiting 6 hours to get into the game is.
We don't talk about those times.
Oh, God. When are you bringing back paid transfer, Blizzard? I want to play with my friends. Oh, God. Oh, wait. Is there a new race?
So they're adding 2 new races in, I don't know when, I think 8.3. So the next patch coming to current retail.
What are they? I have no idea what they even are.
So do you remember when BFA started and we first ran into the Volpera, the little fox people?
Oh, yeah.
And Blizzard was like, that'll never be a playable race. Don't even think about it. We're not putting it into the game. So that's going to be the new playable race for Horde.
For Horde? What?
Yeah, it's going to be the Horde. The Alliance are getting Mecha Gnome.
Oh, what is a Mecha Gnome?
It is literally the gnome reskinned to be a robot.
No.
So the racials for it, my coworker was telling me about it earlier today. The racials for it were actually, they both seem really broken for the new classes.
Like broken in what way? Like PvP, PvE? Just yes.
I have to pull it up because we were really busy today at work, so wasn't exactly paying 100% attention. So the Volpera have additional fire resistance. They can make a camp at any location and can only be used outdoors. And then you basically have another hearthstone to your camp. You can hearth back to your camp wherever your camp may be.
So you can set a camp somewhere.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Anywhere you just want to like teleport to, basically, you can just hearth back there.
I wonder how long
with your special.
How long does your camp persist for? Like forever?
It doesn't say. It just says make a camp at this location, and then you have another thing underneath it. It's return to camp, and it's basically like it has a 1 hour cooldown to return to your camp.
I wonder if they can be druids. Because don't druids, or what's the other one that has a separate hearthstone? It's on like a 15-minute cooldown other than the standard hearth.
Shamans.
Is it shaman? So if they could be shamans, they could have like 3 hearthstones.
Supports for days.
Yeah.
Now it doesn't seem like you're gonna be able to hearth to this camp, but you'll just be able to like make a camp somewhere, and then once an hour you could go to your camp wherever it may be.
Right. Sure. So you could set up a camp if you're farming. Ooh, if you're farming for a rare spawn. It's like, oh, it's supposed to spawn at this hour. I'm gonna go back to my camp, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. That's gonna be like the farming race, if that's like how that works.
New farming race.
Yeah.
What else do they have? Nose for trouble. When you first take damage from an enemy, reduce that damage by 5% of your maximum health.
Ooh.
neat.
What?
It just seems like it might be good in like PvP, is for like
So
just kind of
against
taking a little
openers.
off. Yeah, just like kind of easing the opener, I guess.
Yeah, which is nice because sometimes like I don't know. I actually have no idea what the state of PvP is right now. So like, if is there any super
Either.
super strong opener, or is everything just pretty persistent damage? You know, I have
Couldn't tell
no
you. I didn't
fucking
watch the
clue.
Arena World Championships.
It was. Oh, are they still? Is it still the state of you have to wait for dampening? Did they?
I don't know. It might
You
be.
remember that?
I remember. Like hour and a half twos matches back in like TBC.
Hmm. So how the last one went, they would wait until like both teams would just run around the arena until like X amount of dampening would happen, because then they'd be like, all right, now we can actually start playing the game and it actually matter. So you'd pretty much have 15 minutes of pointless shit on top of 10 minutes of actually battling and it being a close game. So that's, I don't know if that's the current state of the game, but that's how it was the last time I watched a tournament, which was like,
Neat.
a couple months. Oh, it was like a couple months ago, right? So I have no idea if they changed it or what, because it's like,
It was just speaking of the AWC and then also the MDI that just happened, the Mythic Dungeon Invitational. Did you hear about the prize money debacle from Blizzard about all that?
for the WoW stuff, no.
So I think it was in March, Blizzard put this toy on sale, 2 new toys in their Blizzard shop, and we're like, all right, so look, we want to help make the prize pool for the MDI and the Arena World Championships. We want to make it bigger, and we want your help. And 25% of whatever we make off these toys will then go towards the pot for this tournament for at BlizzCon.
Mm-hmm.
And there's going to be a minimum prize pool of $500,000.
Oh,
Oh, that's pretty sweet, right? So they like
it's kind of like the
fans.
international.
Yeah, the fans can then go ahead and like buy these toys and support like your pro players that are going to play in this tournament. They made like 2.8 million.
Bi-
Yeah,
billion?
yeah, million,
Million.
I think.
Okay.
$2.8 million from this stupid toy.
Uh-huh.
So then they release and say, great, the prize pool is going to be $660,000.
My fuck. So they're just, what's that
So
percentage? What?
So right, and you look at it and you're like, okay, so from whatever the proceeds were, we raised $160,000 to go towards the pot. Comes to find out, there was a couple people that went to Blizzard HQ for a meeting, and they're like, turns out Blizzard is that 660K was the 25% of the 2.8 million. So what we did was we basically made the prize pool, and Blizzard put nothing in that 500K.
Oh, that they said they
Blizzard's
were going
pocket.
to? Oh my god.
So
So they just kept it.
instead of there being a big prize pool, because that prize pool was split between the 2 tournaments, so it was 250K to each tournament.
Okay.
Gross, right?
That's, man, yeah. When was that? When did that happen? Back in March?
That was when the toy got released in March.
When was it? When
And
was it due for the tournament money? Like, when was the tournament? Was it for this one, for BlizzCon, or
it
was
was
it?
just released. Like this whole debacle happened like a week or 2 before BlizzCon.
Oh, holy
Is
shit.
when all the information surrounding the prize pool got out.
Hmm. Oh. Wow, dude. Okay, so let's go back then to the beginning of the opening, the apology that we got from was it the CEO or the president of Blizzard? What? Drac? I don't remember if that was his name or not.
J. Allen Barrick.
Yes. Did you hear the apology?
No, but I read about it, and that's fake.
Dude, so I just listened to it before this because I wanted to remember what it sounded like, and they didn't really make any sense. It was kind of just like, oh, I mean, they were like upset with the decision they made, but they didn't tell us what they would have done or how they would fix it or if they're going to fix it, because they're not. They're not going to do anything like that. So I don't know. That kind of pissed me off a little bit. But at least, you know what, though, at the same time, I feel like companies, like, we're not allowing people and companies as a whole to make mistakes anymore. Like, it's like, oh, they did this one thing, fucking cancel them. Like, don't, you know, don't support them whatsoever from now on because they made this fucking mistake. I mean, look at the doc.
Has he recovered though?
Oh shit! I don't know, man. I just think that we're too like as a whole company, like everybody's just being too. Nobody's forgiving anything, you know.
There's not anything to earn forgiveness. All they do is just keep shitting the bed. Let's be real here.
That's true. That's
They
true.
literally just stole $500,000 from their own players' pockets.
And then also took the prize money back from one player.
Apparently, they gave that back to him. Some of it back to him, anyways.
Oh, did they?
I thought I read that somewhere.
Okay. So they kind of made it okay there. I don't know. They said sorry for at least fucking up the like the initial response of it, because it probably went above. You know, that was probably somebody's PR job and not the CEO's job to be like, hey, respond this way, because, you know, he gets paid to do less. I don't know. I don't know, man. What was after? Yeah, but so anyway, back to
Was it
WoW a
Hearthstone?
little bit. Well, there's Hearthstone. No, we talked about Hearthstone already. Did you see the Tower of the Damned at least for WoW?
I don't think so.
I think it's going to be like a tiered like tower, kind of like there is in mobile games. I don't know if you've played any MMO mobile games. I regret to admit that I played Lineage when that mobile game came and went. Like the auto play is the stupidest fucking idea. It's pretty much what Diablo Immortal is going to be. But it's just you're in a group of 5 people. You go up the tower. The difficulty increases. You probably get a weekly cash for how high you get in the tower. That's kind of what I'm assuming it's going to be. And they also said that they're going to do weekly or make weekly caches better. Like you're going to have like 5 items and then you get to pick from one instead of having it be 100% random on what piece you're going to get, you know?
I think that weekly cash needs to go away too.
Oh, 100% it should go away completely. I mean, I guess it makes sense maybe for the tower, you know, because it's not like it's probably not going to be main content and you probably won't get like your highest, you know, eye level gear from there. So it makes
before
sense
it's
to
main
me.
content.
Don't stop. No, dude, I hope it's not. Dude,
Timestamped.
Did you see?
16.
Did you see the Reddit article about how the whole trailer was about shattering the patriarchy?
Oh my god. No, I didn't see that, but
I'm gonna have to find it. We'll talk about it next time. But oh my dude, it was some quality tier trolling, man. Let me tell you. It was like Sylvanas rips the helm off of the male tyrannous fucking and shatters the literally glass ceiling that is, you know, the sky. Oh, it's just okay, so Overwatch, I guess we can go back to that for a second. There's going to be new characters.
There is I think it's Sojourn, and I keep forgetting the other one. I think it's Echo.
Sojourn and Echo?
I believe that is what that robot was. She was the whitish blue robot that was like flying the ship and flying around.
Yeah.
They're all fighting.
I did not see what's his name? Cowboy. I didn't see him at all. Yeah, in the trailer.
Have you watched any of the other Overwatch cinematics that they like regularly release?
Mm-mm.
One of the last cinematics had McCree in it, and he actually goes and finds Echo, and sends Echo over to Winston.
Yeah, but he doesn't go there. I mean, I know.
Yeah, and like one of the final line of that thing is like, tell Winston I said hi, or something along those lines, implying that he is not going to go back to Overwatch.
No more Cowboy.
So
do you think they'd ever remove characters from the lineup? like that lose their luster, such as kind of him? I don't know. Like, is he still like a pretty big main? Like, do people main him in
Are you
competitive?
talking about like a lore PvE wise or like a PvP wise
Yes.
or both?
Yes.
PvE, yeah, absolutely. I mean, he could phase out at any point, really, because
Yeah.
he's a outlaw. He's a good outlaw that's always in the wrong place at the wrong time. PvP, no.
You don't think so? Is he still played a lot in like Overwatch League?
Uh, Overwatch League, no, but doesn't mean there could be like some kind of buff or nerf in the future. I could also see them doing something along the lines of once they get like a critical point of heroes, rotate heroes that are like available and competitive or something like that.
Okay. Oh yeah, oh, that would be pretty cool. Like this like have a shit ton of heroes and then be like, oh well, you can only play this one, like a standard deck almost in Magic or something.
Yeah,
That'd be
like this
that'd be interesting.
season, like these 75 out of 100 heroes, you can play these for this season, and then these 25 you can play like in like the quick play section.
Right. Some people's just all of their mains get taken out in one fucking season. Well, looks like
Yeah,
I'm
that would
not
feel bad.
playing.
It'd feel ultra bad.
So like I don't know if they could do that cuz like you got to think like League of Legends has how many characters and they don't do that shit, you know?
Uh, they do. I mean, there's a pick and ban like phase before the game even starts.
Oh, maybe they do something like that.
I've been saying that for a while. Blizzard, please. That just any kind of just some kind of like ban system. Like the start of the match, each team bans one hero. Boom, get in the game. You know, just
Yeah. Cuz like the ban phase for like Dota 2 takes way too long.
mm-hmm.
Like especially in competitive play like they time it out like fully, which is omega annoying. Like you're sitting there watching and like you fall asleep before the match even starts because, oh, well, they're still picking characters. I can close my eyes for a minute.
Yeah.
God. I don't know. So, BlizzCon overall, I think we saw a lot of cool shit, but I'm still not sold with Blizzard in general.
Again, you know what we really saw at BlizzCon?
Hmm.
And a huge praise to their cinematic team. They just need to leave and just make a Netflix series on. I don't even give a shit because it's gonna look amazing.
That's true. That's true. It does everything they put out so far. That's, any of their animations and cinematics are fucking amazing. They really are.
Yeah, like if anything, even if you hate Blizzard, just watch their cinematics. Their cinematics are great from BlizzCon.
Dude, that's the only reason I went to go see the work. I mean, I don't even think it's the same. I doubt it's the same team, right? But the Warcraft movie, like, it's the only reason I went to see it because I was like, this is just one long fucking cinematic. I don't even care what it's about. It looks cool.
I think they should have tried to just CG the whole thing
What do you mean? They didn't?
or animate the whole thing
Did they not
instead
animate the
of
whole Warcraft movie?
that was like live action shots.
Bullshit. Was it really?
Yeah, yeah.
I'm a fucking moron, dude. I don't.
I bet you're over here thinking wrestling's real.
No, fuck you. All right. You can fuck off. Now, acting is real, or acting is fake, but getting thrown off of a tightrope is plenty real, my friend. I'll put it that way.
True.
It still takes a fucking toll on your body, I guess.
Yeah,
I don't know.
that is very true.
You been playing anything else other than Classic? You got fucking raid night tonight in like what 10 minutes? You got a jet?
Yeah, we
Or...
got invites starting in like 10 minutes or so.
All right. Have you played anything else?
I finished Link's Awakening. That was about it.
Oh, hell yeah. How'd you like it? Did you play the original?
No.
Okay. So that was your first time
Through that one, yeah.
Okay. Did you have to like look at a guide or were you able to kind of figure things out?
No, you're able to figure things out pretty well.
Okay. I'm always
Which
like
is
really bad with
nice.
shit like that. I'm just like,
Just
give
gotta
me a
read.
guide. Dude, I don't fucking read anything. The only thing I read is my Twitch chat.
Oh, look at this guy.
Speaking of, no, I did dive into Outer Worlds for about an hour and a half total, just to see what it was about because Xbox Live has the Game Pass, which I didn't know was a thing on PC. Like I forgot about it completely. It's $5 and you can play like 100 games and Outer Worlds is included in that. So I was like, fuck it. Try it for $5. Okay, sure. Played about an hour of it.
It's pretty good.
And it was just it felt like Fallout. I mean, nothing against Fallout. It's not one of those games that I really, really enjoy. But I did definitely get sucked into the the narrative. So, which is something that doesn't normally happen with me. I think it's because I didn't stream it at all. I was just playing it like how normal people play video games, just by themselves.
It's a bunch of normie.
Yeah, dude, it's weird. You don't record everything and put it on the internet? What are you, a normie?
So is that on is it like a Microsoft?
Yeah, so if you
launcher
have Windows 10, it's literally built into like an Xbox app. It's super weird. Just
And
type in.
what about for those of us still living in the Stone Age?
I don't think your OS is literally supported anymore, so you should probably upgrade. Like
I don't want to.
Fucking what, Windows 7?
Yeah, I'm still on 7.
Oh man. Dude, yeah, do you still get updates?
We don't talk about updates. I didn't get Windows. I installed Windows 7 from XP.
Okay.
I skipped everything.
I did the same exact thing. I went from XP, I wrote XP until 7 came out because obviously Vista was hot trash. And then I was like, fuck 8 and 8.1. And then it was like, ooh, Windows 10. And I was like, the start menu's back. I'll use that one. But yeah, so it's just an app that like comes baked into like the Windows Store or whatever. You just download it through there. And it's the same one that Sea of Thieves is on too. So you just do it that way.
Also included on there for $5?
Yeah, it is actually. Like there's a shitload of games.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty cool.
But yeah, Outer Worlds, pretty good. I don't know how much more I'm going to play of it. And then I also picked up Luigi's Mansion 3 for the Switch.
Did you actually get to play that yet?
I did. I played about an hour and a half of it as well, and I'm going to be playing more of it tonight, live on stream. But this episode's going to go up way after the stream starts, so it doesn't matter. But yeah, no, I played about an hour of that. I unlocked Luigi. So for any of you that picked it up, yeah, it's Luigi's cum, his green cum that he stores in his backpack. And
it's hot.
Yeah, dude, and you can control both of them at the same time and make them vacuum each other. It's pretty hot, dude. No, it's a lot of fun so far. It's definitely a change up from most of the games I play because most of it's just multiplayer online grindy shit, you know. And this is just like it's a solo player puzzle game. It's a lot of fun. So I don't know. I'm having a blast with it. I'm gonna dig into it at night again and see.
That's good.
How much I like it.
Well, all right, man.
Yeah, you got to get to raid. I got to get to stream. It was a good one. We actually talked about most of everything that we wanted to.
Yeah, we did.
I didn't think we were actually going to get through all of BlizzCon in like an hour, so I'm kind of glad.
Well, they didn't have that much.
Yeah, they really did.
It was a lot, but there wasn't a lot.
Right.
I'm surprised they even mentioned the word Heroes of the Storm there, let's be real.
Did they?
Yep.
I don't remember that at all.
Releasing something new and then immediately continued on. Yeah,
that poor team. Dude, did you actually have you ever looked at the Blizzard job openings? They have a shitload right now.
I believe it. I mean, they fired a bunch of people too.
That's true. Oh my god, that is true. They let a bunch of people go at the beginning of this year. Forgot about that. Anyway, that's for another time. Thank you everybody for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.
Later.